There are many mysteries in the world that are still yet to be unraveled and arouse people's curiosity. Today, 3 foreigners come to Pujiang County in Zhejiang Province, China, because there's an amazing spot here waiting for them to explore.
实际上是正宗的，
是吗？你怎么看出来？
我看你肯定好。
有经验。
I'm Tim from Australia and have been married to this Pujiang woman for over 12 years.
我给你搞个饭。
OK， 好，谢谢。
Since rice is the staple food for the Chinese, I've gone native and
cool.
taken it on as mine too.
这个米饭不错。
多吃一点。
Many people don't know that my second hometown, Pujiang, has a great hashtag: the world's origin of domesticated rice.
"10,000 years ago, here at Shangshan Pujiang, the ancient Chinese started planting rice. At this site, the earliest evidence of domesticated rice and human settlement in the Neolithic era is found. So, this place is known as the first village of ancient Chinese civilization.
As a primary diet resource, rice has fed more than half of the world's population so far. 10,000 years ago, ancient people began to plant rice on this land. But how was such a miraculous site discovered?
上山这个探沟，我们也就是挖了一个小小的一个探坑。发掘过程当中，我们的疑惑、我们的问号越来越大，因为它这个确实是前所未见。
当时发现的时候呢，上山是一个小山丘，就是它不适合这个种植水稻，所以上山遗址是已经列入到了浙江省土地这个平整的这个计划当中，所以当时非常的危险啊，我们马上向县里呢做了汇报，把这个遗址呢给它保护下来了。
This is a Luoyang shovel, one of the most important archaeological tools for exploration. This Luoyang shovel has been used to uncover relics from over 10,000 years ago.
Flared-walled basins, flat-bottom plates, double-looped jars. Relics of this kind were excavated one after another from the Shangshan site. But these objects, which look like cookware, have no soot marks at the bottom. How did people use them?
Stone cooking, and what's that? Well, what they think is that they used to put the stones in the fire, heat it up until red hot, and then throw them in the pot with the food. Just like so.
This is just what we have conjectured. So far, there is no accurate answer.
I am Eliel from the DR Congo. Currently, I'm a student at Zhejiang University. Though I come from faraway Africa, like the Chinese, we also eat rice as one of our staples. In 2006, when I was 5, Mr. Yuan Longping and his team went to Madagascar for the trial plant of his hybrid rice, and it turned out to be a great success. Since then, rice production in Africa has increased dramatically.
All the welfare of the people overall is one of my lifelong wishes.
Today, I'm exploring the mysteries of Shangshan 10,000 years ago.
上山2个世界第一，稻作农业世界第一，彩陶世界第一。
Painted pottery appeared in my hometown Africa, but in the Shangshan culture, they appeared even earlier.
These red-coated pottery vessels are functional and beautifully made. It's hard to imagine this was the craft of the ancient Chinese more than 9,000 years ago. And not only that, the surface of this pottery is carved with many symbols, such as the sun and other mysterious emblems.
What exactly do these mysterious patterns symbolize? So far, archaeologists can only speculate. My guess is They're a bit like the patterns from ancient Chinese feng shui, and something like the words of African tribes.
If you use a magnifying glass to observe these pottery shards carefully, you will find that apart from the clay, there's something else in there. Let's take a look.
Do you see it? Amid the pottery paste, you can see clearly the rice husk remains. Why did they apply rice plant to paste mixture in pottery making?
We guess it may have two functions. The first one is to enhance the body of the potteries, and the other one is prevent them from cracking, when the temperature is high.
But next question arises. How did the ancient Chinese get rice husks 10,000 years ago? Peel off one by hand? Of course not.
Here I found two stones, a big one and a smaller one. I will show you how the ancient Chinese separated rice from husk 10,000 years ago.
Archaeologists have not stopped studying rice concerning the Shangshan culture, and the mystery is still being gradually revealed.
I'm Nicolas, a wine merchant from France. The world's earliest wine is probably fruit wine, followed by grain wine, which is an important discovery. Generally, only when there was a harvest and granaries were full would the ancient Chinese use grains to make wine. Wine residue more than 9,000 years old was found at Qiaotou site of the Shangshan culture, so this place deserves the name the world's origin of domesticated rice.
Nicholas, here you see the very different types of potteries, especially this one is a pottery shard. We find the ancient wine in this.
So, how have you determined that wine ever appeared in the Shangshan culture?
We did some chemical analysis. We find the residues such as rice, drop-tears, tuber roots, and the moss and yeast. Some people may use it to make the wine.
Wow, incredible. French people love drinking, and they drink a little red wine almost every day. Yet, the history of winemaking in France is not as long as that of the Shangshan culture. I'm curious. What did the discovery of wine mean to the society at that time?
Here you see the human skeleton. Its carbonate date is 89,000 years.
See this red jar in his hands? Some people say it was once filled with wine, and this posture was held for a sacrificial ceremony.
China, an agricultural country with a tradition of eating rice for 10,000 years, and it all started right here in Shangshan.
Painted pottery, sand patterns, figure patterns, they are all very important culture symbols, which originate from the Shangshan culture and have become treasures of Chinese traditional culture. Mature winemaking techniques were discovered in the Shangshan culture. Here, the ancient Chinese used to drink wine, singing and dancing, praying for a bumper harvest, worshipping nature and their ancestors. Those are the classic customs of Chinese traditional society, which find their origin in the Shangshan culture.
Shangshan, the world's origin of domesticated rice.